One.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Koppula Kiran, School Assistant Social, working at JPHS and Lapalli. Good afternoon, children. Today, we are going to discuss the final topic, that is nutritional status. I will continue the same lesson, food security of India. Let us discuss what is the nutrition status. See this. Already we have discussed what they had nutritional food by the adults and children. That is state that nutrition status. Is it enough food or not? Let us discuss nutrition status. See this slide. The food that we consume is normally classified as, we will take a food daily every day, that is classified in different ways. Generally, look at this: carbohydrates. First one is carbohydrates. We should take this meal very important to growth of physical growth of the human beings. See this, that provide energy through wheat, rice, ragi, jowar, oils, sugar, fats, etc. If we take this carbohydrates food, we can automatically get energy to work. Particularly, this type of food grains had carbohydrates. What are the food grains? Wheat, rice, ragi, jowar, oils, sugar, fats. Okay, another nutritional food is proteins. What are the proteins available in which type of food grains? Let us discuss how to help these proteins. See this, that help growth and regeneration of body tissues through beans, dals, meat, eggs, rice, and wheat, etc. These are very important to generate the energy for these proteins. Another nutritional food, that is vitamins. What are the vitamins? Which food grains have vitamins? Let us see this, that provide protection and ensure the working of many vital systems of the body through foods such as fruits, leafy vegetables, sprouts, unpolished rice. These are very important. Fruits, leafy vegetables, uh, in our Telugu, ఆకుకూరలు. Like that, these food generates vitamins. Another nutritional food is minerals. What are the minerals available in which food grains? Um, See this, that are required in small quantities for many important functions such as iron and iron for blood formation. This is provided through green leafy vegetables and ragi. These are the very important. Iron is very important to human body. With there is a iron deficiency, automatically unhealthy. So these nutrition food should take everyone and every day. Otherwise, they lead to unhealthy and physically deficiency occur. Next slide. There is a survey that is look at this survey. one of the survey mentioned in our textbook, that is, see this, a survey conducted by the National Institute of Nutrition. This is very important. Sorry. National Institute of Nutrition, national level institution established in Hyderabad, capital city of Telangana. This is the National Institution for Nutrition. Across many states in the country, confirm the overall alarming status of nutrition in the country. It is survey conducted in different states in our country. What they had, the food, which type of food had by the people, that particularly adults and children. They have nutrition food taken or not. This survey tells that, and as discussed above, to examine the nutritional status of children, simple but accurate measurements of height and weight are used. What is this? NIN, National Institute of Nutrition. This institution said that how to find he or she is taken or not nutritional food. That is, we can measure that height and weight are used for this nutritional status. See this, if you visit to the Anganwadi center, there is a height and weight measurement chart available. That is also known as BMI, body mass index. Our body mass index refers to this height and weight. Since children grow fast, their weight changes significantly with age, unlike in adults. Except adults, children should be, their physical growth is very rapidly grown with their what they had taken by them, particularly which type of food they had, then automatically their weight and height depends upon their food. Next slide, see this slide. In this graph, what happened, this chart used in Anganwadi to measure the weight of the girls. See this, 5 years of chart here, who are low weight, who are low height, it can shows. See this, first one, these white bars are first birth stage disease. Then first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. Very less height, it is very bad. Less height, normal height. Their weight also, not only height, weight and height is very low in this. Some children are very low weight. See this on y-axis like that. Y-axis weight is there. This is very 1 kg. 1 kg. The born child, maybe child weight is below 1 kg or 2 kgs or 3 kgs, whatever it is. If low, below 1 kg, this one, their weight is very low. Second year, maybe their weight and height, see this, it can show that their weight is very low. See this, 1 kg, 2 kg, or 3 kg, 4 kgs, this is said, and so on. 21 kgs are there, very low. So this graph shows birth to 5 years of age weight girls. Our National Institute of Nutrition, it is survey conducted in different states in our country, particularly uh, below 5 years age of children. 7,000 of children surveyed by this NIN. What happened in the age group of 1 to 5 years examined in the survey from many states in the country? 45% of children are underweight. 45% children are underweight. So they did not take nutritional food. They survey samples 7,000 of children. Their weight was less than what is expected by normal standards. Their weight is less than what is expected by normal standards. These children are in fact hunger stricken and not getting adequate food. Okay, unless they are severely underweight, it may not be easily visible or identifiable in our country. See next slide. See this? Going just by common sense, we fail to realize enormous children in the country are underweight. We are so used to seeing such children that we take this as normal. This is generally our elders said that this one. The report says, see this? The overall prevalence of underweight was about 45%, and it was significantly higher among 3 to 5 year compared to 1 to 3 year children. Both are this underweight, particularly underweight is very low, about 3 to 5 years of children. Higher among 3 to 5 years, particularly underweight compared with 1 to 3 years of children. The prevalence was more than 50% in the states of Gujarat, particularly Gujarat. Underweight children percentage, maximum highest children's rate in Gujarat. Madhya Pradesh 56.9%, Uttar Pradesh 53.2%, and observed lowest in Kerala 24% of children underweight. Most of the underweight children located in Gujarat. Next, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh. So these states, particularly in these states, children are not taken sufficient nutritional food. See, the overall prevalence of severe underweight was about 16% of the children. Total overall in our country, 16% of the children severe underweight, not underweight. So generally underweight is 45% of the children are, in our country, but severe underweight 16%. Okay, next slide. Nutritionists compare three different charts for preschool children. This is given below. These three different indicators give us an overall picture of the nutritional status of the food. See this indicator. Weight is plotted against age. If the weight is very low, underweight, what happened in our own words? You can say this. So generally 45% of the children are underweight. we have discussed just now. Height is plotted against age. Stunting. What is stunting? Stunting means physical growth is fixed. There is no growth. Any growth. Growth was fixed. There is no growth in the uh, child, children. See this? When children are undernourished for a long time, their bone growth is affected. Such children would be short-heighted for their age. It is difficult to cover this. If we did not give to nutritional food uh, for the students, sorry, children, their growth was fixed. There is no change in physically. Their bones are also fixed. We are watching generally some short boys or girls, their deficiency of nutritional food. So it is not. It is difficult to cover this for a long time. There is no. We can't do anything about them. So we should give nutritional food for the children. uh, if you give nutritional food, automatically their height and weight increase. Otherwise, mm, this problem is faced. 41% of the children face this problem. Another thing is weight is plotted against height. Weight is plotted against height. Fasting. Fasting means, see this? This indicates a child who has lost weight recently. If given sufficient food, she or he can over up quickly. What is fasting? Fasting means uh, thin. In our Telugu, uh, బక్కగా ఉండటం. So if you give nutritional food, they can able to get his weight and height easily. It is possible to physical growth. This percentage of children is 21% of the country. See, this is generally we calculated how to calculate it. They had nutritional food or not. This is this was done by BMI. What is the BMI? See this? The nutrition status among adult men and women is measured using body mass index (BMI). You have read about this in earlier classes in 8th class. Already we have discussed. What is BMI? BMI means, see this equation, weight in kgs, our weight, how much of weight you, height in meters squared, weight in kgs divided by height in meters squared. Okay, this is the calculated our nutritional food to BMI. In this index is compared with a range to show if the individual is underweight, normal range, or overweight. Generally, if you take nutritional food individually, it shows, see this, if not take nutritional food, generally we call underweight, within normal range or overweight. Okay, some children are taken more food, nutritional food, then automatically they are overweight. Another thing is, according to NIN, National Institute of Nutrition report, the situation for adult men and women are as follows. According to National Institute of Nutrition organization, see this, the prevalence of chronic energy deficiency, BMI less than 18.5 among men was about 35%. Below weight body mass index less than 18.5 They are 35% of the adult men and women. While overweight, obesity, it is known as overweight means obesity in Telugu, Stulakayam. BMI greater than 25 was 10% of the people in our country. See this 35% below body mass index and above BMI 10% of the people are obesity. They are facing obesity problem also. These are overweight persons. BMI it is generally normal between 18.5 and 25 body mass index. It is normal. Less than 18.5, 18.5 and more than 25. These are the facing problems. So about 35% of adult women had chronic energy deficiency and 14% were overweight obesity. See this? In this, about 30% of women, 14% are overweight. 35% below body mass index, these are and overweight, low underweight, 35% of women and overweight, 14% of women. See this, there is an example given in our textbook. A doctor in Chhattisgarh state, he every day he goes to that health community center. There is a health community center. Most of the underweight patients visited a doctor. He said that maximum patients are come to this health center. They are underweight. They are underweight. So generally, our public distribution system, one family, that system, PDS system, provide 35 kilograms of food grains distributed to a family, one family, 35. These food grains, 35 kgs of food grains of one family, it is enough to 11 days only. Remaining days, they should, depending upon market prices or markets. So they did not get nutritional food. They did not get enough food for healthy. So that is one case. Another case is that is a rickshaw puller. Is a rickshaw puller. He daily he his work done by rickshaw puller. He get a day per a day 70 rupees to 80 rupees per day. He got only 70 to 80 rupees per day. His income per month 2100 to 2400. In this amount, he expense 400 rupees room rent, 100 rupees electrical charges. So 500 already gone. Remaining amount, it is not enough to give sufficient nutrition food for their family. These are the two problems mentioned Chhattisgarh doctor. These are the problems in our NIN survey. NIN visited to every family and in every state. He he gathered information. They are taken or not nutritional food, carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals. But one family members are not are taken or not total food, all the nutritional food. It is very difficult to say that. So these are the problems faced by In this case, food security is very important to us, particularly public distribution system efficiency is very important to provide food security. And also imports are also increasing the food grains. So next, see this, we can get food grains from public distribution system, ration shops at fair prices, subsidized prices. See this picture, you can understand in our locality. Okay, students, you can understand. I hope you can understand total this topic, evaluation about this topic. See this one by one. What are the evaluation I will give you? These are one by one. Suppose that the food grain production has been affected in a particular year because of natural calamity. In what ways can the government ensure higher availability of food grains for the year? If any natural calamity, droughts, famines, and other tsunamis, volcans, like that. What happened? What what are the steps taken by the government? Second one is use an imaginary example from your context to describe the relationship between underweight and access to food. Okay, what is the relationship between underweight and access to food? Underweight we have discussed just now. Access to food, they able to get food. That means they able to buy food grains. Another thing is another one is analyze a week's food habits of your family. Our family week's food. Create a table to explain nutrition elements included in it. Which type of food we taken, what are the nutrition in our food taken, for example, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, proteins, what are the listed. Fourth one is describe the relationship between increase in food production and food security. What is the relationship of food security and food production? Okay, describe it. Give reasons to argue for the following statements. Public distribution system can ensure better food security for people. What are the reasons? In your own, comment on it. Make similar posters about food security. You make a poster on food security. This is the lesson. Thank you, everyone. All the students, I hope you understand this chapter. Chapter was ended. So if you any doubt, please consult your subject teacher and clarify your doubts. Thank you. Sir.
Kiran Garu, very good, sir.
Okay, sir. It is